Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel and welcome to another episode of Cheap to Chic. Today, as you can tell, I'm going to be recreating this shirt. I really do like the original shirt, but I just think it was plain and it wasn't doing much for me. So I decided to give it a little bit of a makeover. So keep watching if you want to see how I achieved it. The first thing you're going to need to do is measure yourself with the measuring tape. What you want to do is measure from your neck down to where you'd like the peplum to start. So that's probably about mid-waist. So remember, this is not where the top is going to end because you're still going to need space for the peplum area. So I would say make it just probably a little bit beneath your bust area. And then you're going to mark that on the shirt. Mark where that area is and cut. So I'll give you a little quick tip on how to cut straight because that is sometimes quite difficult. Just fold the shirt up in half and then just follow the line if you haven't got a ruler. I didn't have a ruler with me, so I just done it in a very unorthodox way. Now this part is optional, but I've decided that I want to chop off the collar. I just want a different top. I just want a different look. So yeah, I'm going to be cutting that off. So if you're going to do the same, just find the collar, get your scissors and snip it off. That simple. Oh my gosh, guys, please don't mind my nails. You know it's quarantine. Please let me off. And don't mind my dry, ashy hands. What had happened was, I don't know, just ignore it. Thanks in advance. So this piece that we have up on the screen now is basically the leftover fabric, what we had cut from the top, the original top. So spread out this piece, and what we want to do essentially is have two of these pieces so that we can use this to make the peplum. In order to cut it in half evenly, the easiest way is to fold it a few times, like what you're seeing me do. And once you've folded it a few times, just snip it in half so you can have two of the same pieces of fabric. I hope that all made sense. If it didn't, I hope you can now see what I was trying to achieve. I've essentially got two pieces of that rectangle now, and this is what I'm going to use to create the peplum. So this is what our shirt is looking like so far. It's up to you. You can decide to leave the shirt like this if it's, if that's your taste. But if you want to continue and add the ruffles on, then keep watching. So what we're going to do here, first of all, is turn the shirt inside out, because remember that shirt was very oversized and we want it to have a little bit more structure. So we're going to add some darts. If you watched my other video where I took in one of my crop tops, you will understand what a dart is because I explained it. So if you haven't watched that video, I'm going to put it in the description box below. But we're going to create a little bit of dart so we can have a little bit of shape to this top. So we're going to take it, turn it inside out, and then use pins to create darts. You can see that I didn't use any measurements for this. This is because I'm not trying to achieve a very fitted shirt. I just want it to go in a little bit. So I've just gone on each side, front and back, and taken it in by like 1 inch. We are finally ready to start sewing. So put the shirt in position and sew down the darts, remembering to move the pins out of the way because you do not want the pins in the way when you are sewing, because you will break your sewing machine needle. With ruffles, you need a lot more fabric than what is at the bottom, because then you'd have to create the gathered effect, which takes up a lot of fabric. Remember guys, we had two pieces to create this ruffle, and what I basically did was join those two pieces together, so I had one really long one. So what you can see me doing right now is just lining up the piece that I'm going to use for the ruffles and the shirt, starting with both ends of the top, and then I'm going to pin the middle of the ruffle piece to the middle of the shirt so that I know how much fabric I need to gather all around the shirt roughly. I hope that makes sense. It will make sense. So what you can see me doing right now is literally creating the ruffles, and there's no special technique to this. You're literally just creating pleats. So you can do it in that way. You can decide to rouge it using the sewing machine, but the method I'm going to show you, which is really, really easy, is just creating pleats. You know, like when you were in secondary school and we had these little skirts that used to flick in the wind? Yeah, just one of those. Fold and fold and fold and fold and pin as you go. And you should have this effect when you're done. Really, really simple. I hope that was easy to follow. If it looks like this, then you're ready to start sewing. But just make sure before you start sewing, you turn it around, flip the top over, and just make sure it looks okay and it's starting to take shape, because by now it really should be taking shape and looking like an actual top. If not, you know you've probably done something wrong. But I would definitely advise you to just probably pause the video and keep watching over and take your time, guys, because I know that I have sped this up and made it really quick into a probably 5-6 minute long video, but this could take the whole day. So definitely take your time. And this is the final look, guys. Hey, oh, there we go, cheap to chic. Now I can actually wear this shirt, and I can wear it in many different ways. I can decide to tuck the collar in, the front bit in, give it a little bit of a plunge. I can take the sleeves off and tie it behind my back. If you like, you can just cut your sleeves off entirely if you wanted to. I can dress it up, I can dress it down, heels, nice little sandals or slippers, whatever, honey. So here's a few looks for you. Until next time, guys. Bye. Love from Saf.